But if the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, he who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through his spirit who dwells in you. That's our section that we're going to seek to accomplish. Paul, again, is beginning to run into this thing we're calling dialogue, and he's been delving into some huge concepts. And last week's was massive as we look to sin, not just being a concept, not just being a definition, but being something active. Sin has intent. Sin has a will. Sin is deceiving. Sin is seeking to kill. And as we look to that, what we are coming to now is this. Remember our whole understanding of what we've been dealing with and looking at. The whole issue that we've been seeing in this book is what? It's been dealing with, we have this state before God called righteousness. And the reason we have that state is a term called justification. Now, when we started this book, we sort of looked at this whole thing where Romans 8 or Romans 1, verse 18 all the way through 2:20 showed that we had a universal need for justification. Everyone was in sin. Everyone needed to have a right standing with God. We all needed to be justified. We all needed to have that sin dealt with. And so once we dealt with that, we began to see that from Romans chapter 3, verse 21, all the way to 4:25, showed us what justification was. It showed we were giving a definition. This is justification. This is justification. This is justification. Now, when we hit Romans 5, we started looking to what justification actually means now to a Christian and what it was that justification supplied. And we saw that it supplied peace, it supplied love, and then, of course, it supplies the basis for eternal life. Now, as we're into Romans chapter 6, we saw what it produced in the believer. And so in chapter 7, we saw how sin begins to break the power and the penalty, which is sin actively trying to kill us. And now we come into chapter 8. And in chapter 8, we begin to see another area of justification. We see, in a sense, how justification works practically. Some things are going to be a little bit of a repeat. Some things are going to add to it. But I think it's important to kind of see what's going on within this. And so we're going to see how justification works and what it actually produces in me, does through me. And so in a sense, with this outworking of justification, keep in mind that we're going to see three things in this passage. We're going to see one, we're going to see it deals with my standing, it deals with my walk, and it deals with my destiny. These three things.